I want to make 50 pieces of the souvenir bag that is on the screen currently, and I've cut out my leather. So the measurement I have here, this is for the main body of the bag. So it's for an event. I have 26 inches here. So look at it. This is 26 inches by 12 inches. So I have 12 inches. So the body of the bag is 26 by 12 inches. After measuring the body, for the gusset, that's the side of the bag, I have 10 inches by 5.5. So this is 10 inches here. And this is 5.5 over here. So for this design, you need two sides to one body. So you cut one body, 26 inches by 12 inches, and then the gusset, two of it, 10 inches by 5.5. Just know that the wider your gusset, the lower the height of the bag. So the smaller your gusset, the higher your bag height. I might not be able to go into all those explanations in this video, so let's just get started. I will show us how to do one first. If you are doing more than one bag, you don't finish one before you start the next. You do them in row. So if you are fixing handle or taping, you do that. If you're fixing zipper, you do that for all of them. So it will be faster for you. So after measuring the body and the gusset, I will show you other things I need to make this bag. I'm going to attach my brand logo. This is the taping I'll be making use of. For my handle, I will measure 32 inches. Then I'll divide it into two for the two handles. So this is my handle. I actually measured 32 inches, then I splitted it into two. So each handle will be 16. You can make use of 32, 34, 36, depending on what you want to achieve. But for this, it's 32 I cut here. Then for my zipper, I'm making use of size 5 zipper clothes. And I will also make use of size 5 zipper pull or zipper head, whichever one you know it as. Also, my needle size, I'm making use of size 21 to sew this. And I've also adjusted my stitch regulator to 7. So you can keep yours at either 7 or 8 or 6. But for me, I'm making use of 7. Then my thread, I'm making use of size 2 black. And also, I'm making use of size 2 purple. This is my size 2. This is my size 2 purple. So these are the two colors I'll be making use of. I'll make use of the black while sewing the zip. Then I'll go back to purple while sewing the main body. The next thing I will do right now is to fold the up of my gusset. I'm going to fold it using half an inch like this. And I'll do the same thing for the other part. Remember I said one bag is equal to 2 gussets in this design. After I've folded the edges of my gusset, the next thing I'll do is to attach this taping for design here. And so for me, I'm making use of 3 inches from the tip of the bag to wherever the design is. So I made a template like this. I will just place it. So instead of measuring, I'll place it this way. And then I'll start to sew. And this will also aid me to know where to put my bag handle. I'll put it this way. I'm using this template to also measure from the tip to where I want the design to start, and also where I want my bag handle to be placed. I want to attach this design. I'll use lighter or candle, just burn the design. I measured 5 inches, so 5 or 6 inches is enough. It can be at the middle, wherever you want to place it. Then I will sew this other part down. After cutting the hanging threads, I will trim off the tape. Then I'll repeat the design here with the handle, excluding this design. So I'll just run the tape and the handle at the other side. I did this for ease. So you can just do the width of your bag body. You can do divided by 4 plus 0.25, or If you know whatever you have been doing that has worked for you, go ahead and use it. So for me, if I'm working bulk order, this is how I do it, so I'll be faster. After putting the design and the handle, the next thing I will do is to attach my zipper. And I will fix my zipper this way. For this design, I will attach the zipper from the inside like this. So I'll sew this from the tip of the body of the bag.
After you attach the zipper this way, when you get towards the end of your bag, you will stop sewing there. Don't get to the end. So I left, like, let's say half an inch or three quarter of an inch, and I stopped there. Then I'll measure 4 inches from the end of the bag for my zipper extension. The reason why we are doing this is because we want the bag to be able to open up completely when we are done sewing this bag. So the width of my gusset, let me explain something. This is my gusset and the width is 5.5. So for the extension here, I need to make it up to like 4 inches or 5 inches. Why? Because if I use 2 inches as my extension, after I finish taping this tip, because I need to put a stopper here so that the zipper pull doesn't run off. So after you put your stopper, for me I usually use 1 inch for my zipper stopper. If you open up the remaining zipper, it will just give you 2 inches, meaning that it's still smaller than the gusset. But if you use something like 4 inches, now after I finish sewing my stopper here, I still have 3 inches left. And when you open up the zipper, you realize that you have a total of 6 inches. Meaning that my bag will be able to open up completely. So whatever your gusset is, divide it by 2. Use it as your extension plus 1 inch for your stopper. If your gusset is 4 inches, divide it by 2, that gives you 2 plus 1 inch for your stopper. So your extension will be 3 inches. So that's how it works. With time, you'll be able to come up with ideas that will work for you.
Then I will attach this other part to this side. This is the time to attach the gusset. I'm going to take the down part and notch it. You can either notch or you make a mark there. So I will also notch this one too. Then I'll take the notch part and align it with the notch part of the body. So for the body, I already notched it. Let me show you how to notch it. Fold it equal parts, then you make your notch. Yeah. Repeat the same thing on this other side. Fold it equal parts and you make another notch here. So I'll take the gusset and align it like this. Then I'll start to sew. I'll lift up my presser foot, then I'll turn the gusset this way.
Put the presser foot down so.
So I'll continue by sewing this other end.
So right here, we have successfully joined one side of the bag. What I did here is the same thing I'll replicate here, but I won't show it on camera. So when I'm done doing that, I'll come back. We're almost done with the bag. I'm going to add my brand logo on the bag now. So if you have brand logo, go ahead and attach yours.
The next thing I'll do now is to use my taping and go around this bag. To tape the bag, you can start from anywhere, but I like to start from the bottom here. So
I will place the bag between the belt and then I'll start to sew. While sewing leather, sometimes it might drag. All you need to do is to apply a little oil on the surface. I don't think I captured it when I was sewing. But if yours drags, remember to apply a little oil on the surface. When I get to this edge, I'll lift up my presser foot again. Then I'll take the zipper off the way. Don't sew on the zipper. If you sew on the zipper, the Like as you're crossing here now, you saw on the zipper, you'll not be able to zip it. So take the zipper off the way, then you continue sewing. As I'm doing this, I will make sure that part of the zipper, this rough edges, that I will sew it. After that half inch or 3/4 of an inch we left, you start sewing the zipper in alongside the edge of the leather. And at this other end, we are going to sew the zipper in. We are locking the zipper. So this tape will also serve as the stopper on this edge of the bag. But on the other edge, we did not sew in the zipper because we needed that zipper to run till the end. If you found value in this class, please don't forget to leave me a heavy thumbs up, subscribe and share this video. When I get to this edge, I will measure the distance that is remaining, cut it off from my belt. Then I will get a small piece like 1.5 inch long. Then I will sew this. Then I will apply that small piece of belt this way. I just want to use it to cover this rough edge here. Then I'll go back and sew it again. Like I said, it's done to cover up rough edges and to give you a fine finishing. We are 98% done with this bag. So I'm still going to come back to this stuff here. We need to make sure it doesn't loosen up. So the next thing I'll do is to put in my zipper pull. So for this bag, I'm making use of a metallic zipper. We also have the plastic one. I think I showed it when I was listing out the items we need to make this bag. You can use the plastic one, but for this particular design, I just want to use the metallic one. So when you fix in your zipper pull, ensure that the both tip are equal. So that's that for the zipper pull. There's something I forgot to mention. Sometimes after sewing your bag, you will notice that some parts are open like this. Just go ahead and sew it again. I intentionally left this one to show it so you will not get disturbed. Don't be better of this normal. Just so run your stitch one more time on it and you are good to go. So I'm going to do that. I will run the stitch, then we'll continue. So here is the stopper I talked about when we're measuring the zipper extension. And I said you will use the stopper to end where your zipper pull will run up to. So you can cut like a 2-inch leather piece by maybe 1 inch. So you can make 2 inches by 1 inch or by 1.5, but let it not be too big. So you can use it to cover the rough edge of the zipper. You can also still make it smaller than this, but I like it this way. So I'm going to stitch it this way, and this way. So it's going to run. You can still go across it. Here is the finished look with the stopper sewn on the back. Those edges, I'm going to bond them. If you don't do this, you're going to lose the design. The belt will just keep losing off, and that will be the end of it. I'll do the same at the edge here. Just bond it, but be careful. You know that this thing is leather. It doesn't need heat, so you don't damage your leather. Just the rough edges of the belt. That's all we need to make it look smooth and nice. So when I say leather, this is actually a synthetic leather. So it's not the real leather. It's synthetic, meaning that it is man-made. It is manufactured. Here is the inside of the bag. We're done. So you can see my brand logo. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave me a lovely comment. Until we meet again, I will say adios for now.